Good morning, friends. Welcome to the part 2 of advanced tax video that I uploaded yesterday on my channel. Thank you for appreciating the content of the same. There were quite a few number of doubts and say queries arisen on the same, so that made me upload this part 2 of the same. So just want to dispel those doubts and clear those queries through this part 2 video of tax of mine. So first of all, advanced tax is known as pay as you earn tax. Normally we earn in a financial year from say April to March of a year, and then pay the tax or file the return in the next financial in the July if the things are normal. This year of course they have been extended up to June, but think of a normal year. Normal financial year is from April to March, and we earn in that and pay in the next financial year. That is why it is known as the assessment year in which we pay it. So advanced tax makes sure that we pay in the same year as we earn, so hence the name pay as you earn tax. Another doubt that it is not an additional tax. Just try to understand, if your total tax liability is, let's suppose, 50,000 rupees, and your employer, you're a salaried guy, your employer deducts about 30,000 from your salary and emoluments, and the last year figure was 50,000. So if the employer has deducted 30,000 out of it, you still need to pay the 20,000 out of it. That can be through advanced tax, the regular assessment tax, or the self assessment tax. Remember, these are, as I said yesterday, these are all portions of tax. This is not a separate tax that you have to pay. Even if a bank deducts your TDS apart from your employer, for a normal person, not a salaried one, but if a bank deducts a TDS for a normal, say, deposit, or say, falling beyond the limit of TDS, even that deduction is deductible or say adjustable under the final tax regime. If we say in Hindi, सब चीज़ का हिसाब 31 जुलाई को हो जाएगा in a normal financial year. Whatever you have paid, you won't pay a penny more, you won't pay a penny less. So this is like a EMI which you pay. Second, another doubt, that what you pay on 15 June of 2020 will be for the financial year 2021. Since the last financial year, in spite of the COVID-19, was not extended and it still ended on 31st March 2020, only the investments were allowed to be done in one single installment up to 30th June. So whatever investments you make in block of one up till 30 June will be counted, and the returns would be having a separate column as to what did you invest in these extra 3 months. This was done by the government because most of the people are, say, have a backbencher attitude in that, and they invest in the last 10 days of the year, whereas it should be in the first 10 days of the year, from 1st April to 1st 10, just to give you an example. So this is for the current financial year, what advance tax you will be paying. Another query was, if I miss my payment, what do I do? If you miss your payment, still try to make it up on the 15th of September by paying 15% plus 30% of the due by 15th September. Pay 45% of the advance tax, so that you are charged penalty on the remaining amount only for this limited period of 3 months which you have delayed or defaulted. Even if you don't pay the advance tax, you will be having a late fee and a penalty which might run into a few thousands, which might not be even known to you, that what is this extra amount being charged to me. The advance tax is chargeable, the penalty is chargeable at 1% simple interest for 3 months, whatever time the delayed, and whatever the amount is pending. Let's suppose, as I said, your total tax liability is 50,000 rupees. Your employer and your bank deducted around 30,000, and the 20,000 is still left to be paid. So how will you pay, first of all, that 20,000? The first installment will be 15% on 15th of June 2020. That will be roughly 3,000. 15% of 20,000 is 3,000 rupees. Then the next installment of 30% on 15th September would be 6,000. The next installment again of 30% would be 6,000 again by 15th December, and the pending 25% on 15th of March 2021 for this financial year. So basically, it is always better to pay on the higher side so that you don't attract any penal charges. So it is very simple. Also, you can pay it online also via online NSDL government website, which is available. You can use Challan 280 to pay via it, and the code for advanced tax is 100. You have to select the say non-individual, or the code is 0021 over there in that. So another query which was there was that the government has already said that up to 5 lakh there will be no tax, and up to 5 lakh section 87A comes into play, which means payments up to 12,500 are of tax is waived off. But even if you have a tax liability, or say a net income of 5 lakh 1 rupee, your tax would automatically will become in the range of 13,000 rupees, 12,500 plus 4% surcharge. So definitely you will not like your say tax liability to be charged to have a penal charge applied on it. So it is always better to pay it on the higher side. So I hope I dispel all your doubts and queries. So if there are still any, please feel free to reach me in my inbox. Stay tuned and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon so that you will be notified of the next video, which will be coming very soon. Thank you so much.